Welcome to Tool Tech Geek. I want to talk about this multi-tool. It's called the MTP001. It's been sold under different names. One is ARK, A-R-K, and the other is Dakoyu more recently. And there's even another brand, which I'm gonna put a link in the description. This multi-tool has G10 scales. So for a period of time, Leatherman made a tool called the Charge Plus with G10 scales. However, Leatherman stopped making that or selling it, so now it's hard to find at the time of this recording. You can get it on eBay for like maybe $700 or so. So having a multi-tool that's similar to that but more affordable is a very interesting proposition. So this lists 20 uses for the multi-tool, and I want to say some things about it. This has been reviewed in other channels. So in HBAC Budget, they review the ARC branded version. So I suggest you check out that video because it's very good. So my comments about this were something I really like is some of these tools are pretty long. If you compare it with other ones, similar in this type of similar format, which is a bit of a wave clone, where you have a large tools in the outside and small ones in the inside. These are pretty long, and so that's a very unique feature of this multi-tool. There's many others kind of in this format. Let's say the Gordon came out recently, and before the Workflow was kind of popular, but these ones are a little bit shorter in the implements. So in that sense, let's say if we compare the knife blade, for example, this one is bigger. Let's compare with the Gordon. Same thing. So you get bigger tools with this one. The only one of those cheap clones that I see that is even bigger is the DL30 by the Camping. There's also a Bybury version. So this one, it's slightly almost the same, but this one's slightly bigger in the long tools. And another unique feature is big scissors. So this has big scissors here. The Camping is a little bit slightly bigger. And keep in mind that this DL30 is higher price too. This has been dropping in price. So when the ARC was reviewed, it was in the $40–50 range, and now it's more like high 30s and 40s. So this is coming down in price. So that's very nice. For that reason, I like the fact that it has large scissors, and some of these tools, they only have a small scissor tools, which is more similar to what the Leathermans have. So this is a kind of tiny one, but this has kind of full size. These are rescue scissors that have like a blunt end in case you need to cut clothes and not hurt the person. So long tools, has a file. This saw is pretty good. I did a little bit of testing and it cuts fast. This has a ruler there. Don't know if I'm a big fan of those, but I guess you can measure some small objects. I wonder if it's accurate or not. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty close there. And let's see the inches. So for a 1 inch, yeah, so it's a good ruler. In some cheap tools, those rulers don't match your good quality rulers. So these are the pliers. They are not super pointy. So in some other tools you have a kind of like a needle now. So these are not as pointy and not terrible thick. Let's compare these pliers with the DL30, which would be a higher end cheap and still cheap multi-tool. So smaller pliers, they both have replaceable wire cutters, and it's kind of this one's slightly thicker apparently, not by much. We could measure it just to be sure. Can I use my mini calipers? See if we can make this work. 702 millimeters. $735, slightly smaller than these die camping, also sold as by Bury. So those are the unique things, and of course another thing I've been talking about is the flat bits. These are similar to the leatherman bits. So we are seeing a bit of a trend of companies starting to adopt a flat type of bits that are very compact, which means you can add a second tool here. So in here, for example, I have a pull cutter. This is not a very sharp one. I wonder if you can sharpen it. If you know how to sharpen those, please let me know, because I want to try it. Now these flat bits, as much as they are compact, in this one I found an issue, which is sometimes it can get caught in some screws. So certain screws that basically match that very well and kind of grab it, they will make it fall from the tool. Let's see if we can reproduce that problem. So if it grabs very well, the magnet is not strong enough to keep the bit. So you can imagine if you're repairing an engine and your bit falls, that's gonna be bad. So just keep that in mind. This doesn't happen with the leatherman because they have a different system, which is more of a mechanical latch. So they have notches on the sides, and now this is more positively grabbing, and you can push and remove it. So the leatherman has a different system. So however, if you're careful, this doesn't happen with all the fasteners. Basically it's only with ones that they have to be certain size. Then we have the Flathead. Doesn't seem to have that problem. So not a big deal for me. Probably it's worth it for the compactness and getting extra tools. So this is also a little flathead screwdriver in this tip here. And then these are not super remarkable tools. This can opener actually works really well. I tried it. It's a combination can opener and bottle opener. And then you have the owl. And then you have a combination of a wire stripper and this blade, which is kind of like a package opener if you wish. Or they call it also like a pry bar. Probably for very light duty. So this goes to a kind of like a thin blade. So for probably some light prying, let's say if you're taking apart electronics, this could be a good tool to have. So all in all, I like this tool. Check the weight. Can compare it with other tools. This would be 265 grams. I want to compare it with the Gordon. So 265. Is the Gordon gonna be heavier or lighter? See that? 243. So the Gordon is lighter. And the camping, obviously not, because it's bigger. Let's see. 314. So we're in between a small and full size multi-tool. It has a G10 scale, so if you want that experience without paying $700 for a used or for a brand new, let's say, but on eBay, leatherman charge with G10, you can now get it for in the 30 something to 40 something dollars, or like in some places they're selling it for 50 or such, but I would say if you look hard enough you can get it for less. I'm gonna put like 3 AliExpress links that I have. So really like this tool. It also comes with a holder, but I'm not gonna talk about it. So let me know what you think of this multi-tool with the G10 scales. I don't know what the big deal was about the G10, but it has a nice texture and it's personalized with colors. This is kind of like a semi-transparent color, so it's very nice kind of looking. You can get like bright green, red. Some people like those bright colors because they stand out in a cluttered workspace or even nature. So that's kind of opens up more possibilities. And there you have it. It does not come with a pocket clip, and when you fold it, it's very thick, so it's not meant for pocket. It's probably to carry in a little holster pouch or in a card glove box or something. So there you have it. And TP001, it has other names such as ARC or Dakoyu or Tuna Fire, I think is the other brand. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.